I'm going to make an accusation here that Nissan have just paid Electric for an article which I believe is sponsored. I can't prove that this is the case, but I'm going to tell you why. The media are tricking you, conning you into believing lies, conning you into believing things, creating narratives, false narratives that could lose people a lot of money. There is a lot of mum and dad investors in Nissan. These people are being given false hope by, to be honest, trusted websites, trusted media that are spinning them a story that is just absolute nonsense. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans, and I feel very strongly that we should not participate in this kind of bullshit. Now, Electric says this, right? Nissan is finally showing signs of a recovery, but it's not out of the woods yet. Sounds like everything's good, right? So Electric says that Nissan is selling its global headquarters. In fact, they have just sold them, and trimming production as part of its recovery efforts. Trimming production. Although the Japanese automaker is starting to show signs of life, it still has a long way to go. Nissan is betting on new vehicles, including the next generation Leaf. They don't make money on the Leaf, by the way, worth mentioning that, to help it turn things around. After reporting first half earnings on Thursday, Nissan gave an update on its recovery efforts as part of its comeback plan. Nissan, the company aims to return to operating profitability and positive free cash flow by fiscal year 2026. Despite a challenging first half, Nissan CEO Ivan Espinosa claimed the company is firmly on the path to recovery. Nissan's sales revenue fell nearly 7% to $36.5 billion due to lower global vehicle sales, particularly in Japan. Espinosa said sales are improving in the US and China with new vehicles launching, including the 2026 Leaf and the Roox K car. In the first half of fiscal year, Nissan reported an operating loss of $181 million, a stark contrast from the $32 billion operating profit it generated in the first half of fiscal 2024. Here's the thing. Guys, $180 million. Well, here's the thing. In the last 3 months, Nissan actually lost a total of $690 million. To be correct, $689.1 million US dollars. That information comes from the Wall Street Journal, and that is actually more accurate. The last 3 months, they lost $700 million. Yeah, does that sound like a company on the turnaround, considering it just, closed 6 of 7 factories, right? And it sold its global headquarters. Yeah, I mean, in Nissan's cost-saving quest to close factories worldwide, it's got 6 shutdowns and 1 left, yeah? So actually the company's doing this. It's shrinking. It's slashing its ability by 2028 to actually make cars. Nissan says, though, it's bloated with unused capacity at factories around the world because its sales are shrinking. But by the end of the plan, the company aims to be at full capacity. Nissan says this as well. We are optimizing assets to unlock value. Selling assets. Optimizing assets to unlock value. I don't know how that makes sense when you're just selling, right? Nissan's going to do this, right? They're going to sell their headquarters, which I believe they've just sold, and then they're going to rent it out for 20 years. So they actually sold their headquarters for $600 million, meaning, right, they made a loss of $690 million. If you include the fact that they sold their headquarters for $600 million, well, get rid of that, and actually they made a loss that was closer to $1.3 billion. Yeah? They can't just keep on selling their headquarters every quarter, right? $1.3 billion loss in a quarter unless they sell their headquarters for $600 million. What are they going to do next quarter? Sell their other headquarters? They don't have any other headquarters. Here's the thing as well. They are leasing out their headquarters for 20 years. So they're paying rent. Now, someone said this in the comment section for Electric. I'm not going to even read any more of Electric's articles. It's just advertising for Nissan. They said this. This can be a sign that Nissan have recognized they overspent on the building and that real estate isn't relevant to their core operations. It could also just mean they desperately need cash to stave off a collapse. It may be both. Now, first of all, real estate is a big part of the car business, enormous part of the car business. In fact, the more you talk to people in the car industry, the more you realize that actually the car industry is selling cars and owning real estate. My solar and batteries. I've got a 50 kilowatt hour battery here, and I've got a big solar array. So I pay $0 for electricity. That's including charging my electric car. Resync Solar is the company that I used. I'll put a link to them in the description below. It's a massive part of a car company's business. They do the numbers. How much did this dealership cost? Do we own the land it's on? What's our basically return on investment? And that means the valuation of the land they owned. This is all part of car companies, how they look at their basically their core business. How much money are we making, not just on the sales of vehicles, but on the increase in the value of the real estate they hold. This is very, very important for car companies, and it's something that the average person doesn't know about. I had no idea that this was the case until in the last couple of years when I've learned this from numerous people working in the automotive industry, people who have done this before, people with a lot of experience. So yeah, it's really interesting to learn this. Nissan, $600 million. Well, wow, great, we saved that money. We got that money. But now they've got to rent the premises. How much? Think about it. How much would you pay to rent a property worth $600 million? Yeah? I mean, rents for a house might be $500 US for the average homeowner, maybe $700 US. What's Nissan going to pay to rent a $600 million US building, right? The company that purchased this facility has to have agreed with Nissan, okay, you're going to rent it for this much, therefore it makes sense for us to pay $600 million. So what is Nissan paying to rent it now? That's what Nissan has to think about, because every day from now on, Nissan's costs just went up. They didn't go down, they actually went up because Nissan's, wow, great, we got $600 million to save our asses from bankruptcy. Yeah, sure, sounds good. But it does mean that now they've got to pay enormous rent for their actual head office. And that puts them in the red even more. I don't see how this was actually a solution. It may be a solution if they say sold the building and moved all their staff to China, or fired most of their staff and moved to China. That would cut their costs. Not saying they should do that, but that would cut their costs enormously. But they're not doing that. It's business as usual. It just means now they're renting for an enormous fee. And Nissan's made a lot of promises. It's making a lot of promises. It's telling the media these stories. It's creating a narrative. But the true narrative is Nissan is in no way about to recover. This is a false narrative that the media is just tricking you, conning you into, until what's going to happen in 6 months? Oh, we've got the real story for you now, guys. Look, brand new, hot off the press. Nissan's in trouble. Nissan actually is not financially out of the woods yet. This recovery plan didn't work. Oh, wow. Basically going to sell you this narrative up and down, right? It's going to hit your dopamine release. Oh, Nissan's out of it. It's doing great. Well, Nissan's their restructuring plan's working. All of a sudden you feel a certain feeling. Oh, no, next month, oh, Nissan's in the red. Oh, it's very, very bad. This media tool is called manipulation. It's manipulating your feelings. It's telling you one week the one thing's the case, the next week something else is the case, the next week it's a totally different story. And it's simply emotionally manipulating you. So, yeah. There is no recovery plan. There's a recovery plan, but it's not going to help recover Nissan. Nissan are finished. There is nothing they can do about it. All of this stuff is simply, you know what it is? It's a dead man walking. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.